Okay, hello, and welcome to Real Unknown Episode 0, the prequel episode that will be released in about 24 hours, if everything goes according to plan.
I was planning to fucking write down timestamps. Okay, continue.
Timestamp? Oh, for the movies?
Yeah, I was gonna do it for mine. But...
Okay. I mean, we can do it for mine, too. That's fine. I mean, since we haven't talked about any of the movies yet, we can just kind of wait to...
Yeah.
Okay. So, while Kyle fixed that out, I'm your host, Shane, and with me, as always, the retired co-host, who is now the special guest star on every episode, Kyle.
Hello.
And with us, again, for the first time, because we're recording this releasing this first, you see, is a friend of the podcast, Matthew Peter Avery.
You used my full name, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want us to bleep that?
You? So, that would be funny if you.
They can't know who I am.
It would be funny if you bleeped the entire name.
Yeah. Alright. Beep.
What if we just bleeped all of it, but like your middle name, and then we just referred to you by the wrong name the whole time? So that just became your new name on the podcast.
All right. Yeah. So I'm Peter, and
yeah.
And I wish I was gay.
Little
I'm
Pete.
also Peter.
Yeah. Yeah. We got two Peters and two Peters and the D Boy. So that's our new rap name.
D Boy.
Yeah.
Where'd the cat go? He didn't leave.
He left. I
Wow.
mean, if he
Just
wants to be let
teleported
back
right
in.
through the door, huh?
Yeah. He can exit rooms fine. It's just entering them that his teleportation doesn't quite work. Okay, so today
He's a vampire.
yeah. Today I'm gonna go put the pizza in the oven, and you two talk about random shit.
All right, we're gonna vamp and definitely not cut this.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to talk about?
I haven't been sober for more than 24 hours at any point since I got back.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've done some shitty things to my brain since I got back, and it's probably not a good thing. But you know,
Yeah,
I'm living, right?
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm the drugs and alcohol guy.
You're the drugs and alcohol.
That's
guy,
what they
for
call
sure.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
there's
we
a
know.
cat trying to get
Cat's
in.
coming back in. Cat, you should come back in.
Or
I
out,
like you.
please. Make a decision about your life, cat.
Last night I was listening to my dad drunkenly rant about pop music.
Oh, nice.
How it's your generic old man rant about pop music.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, you're so fucking old. And he's like, No, I'm not. I'm making a legitimate point about art in the modern pop cultural landscape. And I'm like, Dad, you're just fucking old. And that was our whole conversation.
That's a good conversation.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, honestly. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
I mostly just play video games.
Doesn't sound too shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to be working, but my boss went to LA and hasn't come back in like 3 weeks. I don't know if she died or
What's your job?
what's going on. My neighbor's like a florist,
For sure.
and so I help her with like shipping and stuff. What is going on?
All the guests
today?
are here, so I don't know who that. I don't
It's
know who
the
that is.
special fifth
Okay, the cat
guest.
would really like to be let out. So
Your cat's quite the guy, because he wanted to come back in. And he's like, I want to come back in, and then we let him in, and then now he wants to be let. It's like, fuck you, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little. Anyway, so.
Right.
Welcome back. I like that now I've gotten to the point where I can do filler without even being in the room.
Yep.
So that's good. The pizza's cooking.
Pizza time.
Pizza. I was gonna make that joke when I actually had the fucking pizza.
That's another like returning meme that happens now. So if you ever play a game with a shotgun in it, that like does a lot of damage, as shotguns tend to do. If you're trying to kill someone in one hit, you have to shout pizza time into the mic as you fire it. Because imagine how disrespectful it would be to hear someone go, pizza time, as you die.
I think that'd be the best way to die, honestly. Anyway, so
That's good.
today, yes?
I've got enough.
Okay. Today, we will be starting off.
Why the fuck do you have antivirus installed on a Mac?
Oh, I had to because of when I was in college. They made us for
Oh my
all of our
God.
computers. It was part of signing up. Because we had to sign up for the school, like... That's the one thing I hate about college, that you have to, like, create a whole new email on a whole new fucking server that's, like, worse than
You know
Google.
what I hate about college?
What?
They monitor my internet activity and shut off my computer when they don't like what I'm doing.
You must have had your computer shut off a lot.
No, only once.
Oh, really?
But it was like, they were like...
What triggered it?
I don't remember. It was something I had pirated, like, before I even came there, I think.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, you can't pirate things, because they'll catch you, and we saved you this time, but you better watch out. It's like, no, because I do it all the time and never get caught.
Yeah.
You were the one looking for it. The
Yeah.
fucking... They don't care.
The FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me out like MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
Anyway. It's so fucking... This is good. See, now we're not even trying to not start.
See?
It just happens.
I think that's the point I want to get, where it's just natural of us just fucking shitting around and not talking about the thing we're supposed to
So
talk
this
about.
time you're going to talk about 10 movies you liked, and I'm going to constantly interrupt you talking about other unrelated movies.
Yes. Most likely. Okay, so we are starting off... We've recorded a couple episodes already that you'll hear, but we are going to start off the year right by going into the top 10 unknown films of 2017. Not underrated, but unknown, like the podcast.
Wow. I just got that.
Well, I would
Cool.
hope they were
Wow.
also good, and not just no one saw them.
Well...
Because there's a big difference between
Yes.
being good and no one saw it, and just so, like, bad and no one cares.
I made this list very briefly on the toilet while I was on my phone, but
Solid.
no, it was actually kind of like little pieces coming out.
You don't need
I
Nice.
told Matt the story. I haven't told you. I have a diarrhea story. that-
Great. That's something I
Shall we
definitely
do it?
wanna hear.
Shall we get into
Sure,
this?
okay.
Or...
Why? No, this
So,
is
like-
a bad way to start off your podcast. Don't do this.
Okay, so like 2 nights ago. Well, okay, because there's multiple levels to this.
Yep.
Because it's I had drank a lot of NyQuil, and also hadn't eaten
Drinking.
anything all day.
Al drinking.
I'll drinking.
Who doesn't drink a lot of NyQuil?
And so I went to sleep, and then without even feeling like I woke up, it was like I was lying in bed, and the next thing I knew, I was on the toilet naked, like just streaming diarrhea out of my asshole. But I was kind of browning out, so I was like only semi-conscious through it. So I probably was sitting there for like a good hour or so, just
What the fuck?
constipated and diarrhea at the same time.
Quite the thought to have while you're munching on food.
Oh no, it's good. It was a lot. I mean, it was a lot wetter than like the Fritos or something.
Okay.
So it's I think
What a taste in my mouth I have right now.
I know.
I sure am glad that you decided you're going to put this before all the other episodes, so that people have no time to get invested in you as a person and accept you for who you are. You just went straight out the gate with it.
Hey man, if you can't handle me at my worst,
Stop.
that's all you're getting. So I just be straight up, man. Just okay. So we're 8 minutes in. That's most of my diarrhea story.
Should I do drugs tonight?
I mean, I figure that's all you do with your life. So
Yeah. Should I do it also
Should.
tonight, though?
what type of drugs?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's just like drugs are an option for me to do tonight.
Well, what's the drug that makes the shitty music you're gonna listen to sound better?
All of it, probably.
That's what drugs do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say do meth tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I think I'll do it then.
All right.
That's settled. All right.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So I sorted this list in films that both were kind of, I feel, underrated, as in like people saw them and said they were like bad. Like there are a couple films on here that I really like that I don't understand why the critics like shat on, or just people shat on. There are a handful of films in here that no one really saw and I feel like deserve more attention. And there are a handful of films that I really like, and I feel like even though people kind of acknowledge them as kind of like, yeah, those were okay, I feel like they should be acknowledged as way better. So it's a pretty mixed bag. Let's play. My phone didn't delete my notes this time. See, that's a callback to an episode that won't come out for 2 weeks.
This is great because now there's no running gag that your phone just doesn't have notes on it.
Exactly.
Unless this is the prequel setup for it.
Exactly.
That you used to have notes.
Yeah.
And now the joke is that you'll never have notes
You'll never
again.
have. Yeah. It's all non-linear. Callback.
I like that we can't make fucking anything without having a meta commentary about that thing while we're making it.
It's all we can fucking talk about. Okay, so, do you want to vamp for 15 more seconds so we will have gone 10 minutes without doing anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm drinking pina colada flavored Sobe.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if anyone else has ever had it or likes it, but I keep drinking it
Okay.
anyway.
What does it taste like? Are we gonna do a taste test?
I don't really know what it tastes like, but I drink it.
Okay.
It's something that I almost exclusively get at gas stations on road trips.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it because I don't know who else would like it.
Okay.
And also, it tastes different than it used to.
Huh.
It's less sweet, I think.
I'm drinking an Arizona vitamin C fortified watermelon fruit juice cocktail. I personally prefer the Arizona, like the lemonade ones they have, like the Arnold Palmer, the lemonades. I like the pink lemonades a lot, but I like just the regular lemonades. I like to drink them a lot after like I eat nachos or like a big kind of greasy meal. I feel like that balances out the grease really well. But watermelon juice is still pretty good. Plus, it has cocktail in it, so it makes it sound fancy.
I was just thinking about the name Peter.
Yes.
Have either of you watched Portlandia extensively?
Not extensively.
Season 3.
Okay, well, there's an episode where they go on a walkabout.
I've seen that episode,
Okay.
yes. Okay.
But the fucking... I don't know why, but it's just become a joke now. Mm-hmm. Where, fucking Fred Armisen can't say the guy's name right. And then he's like, my name's Peter. I'll use your name. What's my name? Teener. Mate, say your own name.
Name the Beatles.
It's so bad.
Oh, man.
All right.
Bill Hader's good in that one. Birdman.
Fred Armisen was in one of the movies I watched, and he was amazing.
Yes, but we'll get to that in part 2 of episode 0.
Kept getting better and better, basically.
Yeah, so you watched 7 total.
I think so.
Okay.
Just start talking. I'll count them.
Okay, so here are the top
6.
10 unknown films of 2017. Let's start out with some honorable mentions. So we have honorable mentions for Lego Batman.
Fuck yes.
I really enjoyed Lego Batman.
Sorry, I don't watch movies for kids.
Kill yourself.
I bet you went and saw Frozen in theaters.
So did he.
I did, but only because I hated everyone who liked it, and I was tired of being told, oh, you haven't seen it, so you can't shit on Frozen. So I was like, you know what, motherfuckers? I will fucking see it. And then I saw it, and it was still bad. I mean, I'm kind of over Frozen now, but I think that's mainly...
So is everyone.
Yeah, that's because, like, collectively, everyone's kind of done with Frozen, so
it's
I don't...
Disney's Minions.
Did you hear about the Coco short?
Mm-hmm. The Coco short that they played after the Frozen movie?
There was a 20-minute Frozen short in front of Coco.
Yeah.
And everyone hated it.
Yeah, I know.
They removed it.
Yeah, they've removed it from, like, all the... I can't really say Prince, because they don't... Never mind.
Maybe this is an unpopular opinion.
Yes.
But I don't understand why so many adults are so obsessed with Disney movies and keep going and seeing them and stuff.
Well, usually I've found... Well, okay, I think there are 2 types of adults. There are the adults that have just children, and that's the only movies they can see.
Well, that's fine.
But then there
Usually I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I know. That's why you shouldn't have kids, ever.
Right.
Because it's essentially just throwing your life away. But there's a second type of adults. The adults that are, like, our age adults.
That's what I'm
quote
talking
unquote,
about.
who are, like, that's all they like, mostly. It's like...
Yep.
I like Disney movies, Harry Potter, and Game of Thrones, and it's...
Yep, there's a whole lot of those kids in Long Beach.
Oh, I bet.
And it's like,
oh
hey,
my God.
I like Harry Potter too. I haven't... It's like...
Yeah, I like Game of Thrones too, but like that's...
I liked Disney movies, but I haven't watched any in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because it's not for my age range. And
Zootopia is fucking great.
Okay,
Zootopia's
I saw
fucking
Zootopia.
dope.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did end up seeing that.
Zootopia's good. I think that's the last Disney movie I've even seen.
Yeah,
You
that was
wouldn't-
the last
I
time
saw
it.
Finding Dory, but that's
Pixar.
was
Pixar's
fine.
different.
Yeah.
But like
I
before that, it was like the last anything related to Disney animated I saw was probably like Pixar movies like Up or something.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long
Cars
time.
2.
I did not see
Cars
2.
3.
I did not see Planes Fire Rescue. I apologize. I fell asleep 3 different times trying to see the ending of Cars. So I gave up.
Dude, I love Doc Hollywood.
That movie's fucking nothing.
It's pretty bad.
The Cars a video game is more entertaining than that movie.
Hey man, that's like GTA for kids. So
It's not.
it's not
bad.
at all. No. It's not even the fucking Simpsons Road Rage for kids.
Oh, that game's so good.
That game's fucking amazing.
Oh, Simpsons Hit and Run and Simpsons Road Rage are like so. That's my childhood right there. This is the games I played. Fucking Lego Star Wars, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights on the OG Xbox.
Scooby-Doo Night of 100
The
Frights.
live-action Cat in the Hat game.
Hell yeah.
So we're at 15 minutes and we still haven't started.
Well, I said Lego Batman.
We did say Lego Batman.
We haven't talked about it at all.
Let's talk about Lego Batman.
Okay.
We should have saved this for my episode because I'm going to have way less to say probably.
So Lego Batman, I feel like, and I don't say this in a pretentious way, I say this in a sad way, I feel like I'm the biggest fan of Lego Batman in the world. Because I know a lot of other people like Lego Batman.
I fucking love that movie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good. But I appreciate it as the greatest Batman movie and arguably the greatest Batman story that has ever been written.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Please go on.
So you don't understand when I say I saw Lego Batman twice in one day. That's how much I fucking love that movie. Because I think it's genius. I think using the format of the Lego universe, it is able to tell a not only self-aware, but also like story you could only tell out of continuity.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't tell this story in the comics. You couldn't tell this story in a movie. You couldn't do any other just actively saying, no, Batman's like wrong, and Batman's like a bad person, and he needs to like get his shit together. And you also couldn't do shit like him just fighting a bunch of like IP characters and shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't pull that off in anywhere else except the Lego movies. And the fact that they have that format and they use it so well.
The animation is just...
The animation is great.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
And they save the day with the power of shredded abs.
Yes!
Oh my god!
It's so good. I think Lego Batman is the best comic book movie of 2017.
I'm really glad that I turned down the mic because we've managed to still just scream like monkeys into it. It's gonna be blown out.
I'm watching. Yes.
Pizza.
It's 25 minutes to cook for like to be nice and soft.
Nice and soft. Right.
So
10 more minutes. Probably.
Yeah, 10 more minutes or so, and we'll hear the alarm. I'll hear the alarm,
bell.
and then I can go grab it, and I'll cut some slices up. And
this is a good level.
Pizza time.
Talk at this level.
Talk at this level. Hello, welcome to NPR. And,
that's a little too.
Too low.
A little louder than.
A little louder.
You want it to be. You want it to be at like -6.
-6?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see.
See, you're so loud. Oh my god.
A lot going on Lake Wobegon, my hometown.
I don't need this.
I grab women's barebacks.
I don't need this.
No, keep going. Do more.
No, this is... We don't have that much time, guys. I have to go
definitely
home.
do.
Alright, I'm gonna stop with the Garrison Keillor.
Okay.
For now.
I think this is the best episode to start on. Okay.
Can we all just do the impression of the Thought for Your Thoughts guy from Parks and Rec?
Welcome to... No, I just go into Garrison Keillor.
Yeah.
Because he kind of is
like,
Garrison Keillor.
He's like... fuck.
Thought for your thoughts.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. He's kind of
Okay.
like, no, Leslie,
Now, Leslie.
thought for your thoughts.
And they bring on the Eagleton version of himself, too, in that episode.
Yeah.
Dude, Parks and Rec was a good show.
Top 10 anime.
Top 10 anime?
Yeah. Number 1, Sword Art Online. Number 2, Parks and Rec. That's it. That's my list.
So, Kyle.
Those are the 2 anime I've seen.
With Sword Art Online, I've heard that if you die in the game, you die in real life.
That is true.
Is that true?
Now, Shane, that's an interesting point you bring up, and it is true. I too like I don't know, fucking any other thing that's like that. It's such a boring concept.
Dude, I can't
really.
wait for Ready.
But that's
Player
not what
One.
it's about.
No, I know.
No, I'm not talking about that. That's not what Sword Art's about.
Oh, okay.
It's
Isn't
not
it
about
rape?
the game. It's just about him banging a bunch of
Yeah,
girls.
right?
That's all it is.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just a setup for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on that level, it's pretty decent, I guess.
So it's if you have sex in the game, you have sex in real life?
I don't know. I've never seen it or read
Okay.
it. That's just, I know that's what it's about.
Why is it called Sword Art Online?
Because that's the name of the fucking game they play.
But art, never mind. Okay.
I don't know, the next one's called, like, Gun Got Online or some shit. I don't know what it's called.
Gun Gadot? Is
Yeah,
that
Gun
Gal
Gadot.
Gadot's
Yes, it is.
hardcore sister?
You mean Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot?
Hey, guys. She supports Israel. We have to hate her now.
Yeah.
Oh man, a Jewish person supporting an Israeli supporting Israel?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Who'd have thunk it?
Far left, what are you doing? Far left, please stop.
To be fair, let's not get into this.
Yeah,
this is a bad discussion.
Bad idea.
Okay, so Lego Batman.
Yeah, Lego Batman.
How are you not done with it yet?
Well, okay, the thing, too, is everything on this list will eventually be an episode.
Right.
So I don't really want to get too into it.
Yeah, just give a little taste.
Yeah, just got to give that little tip.
I'd say
tip.
a spoiler-free little tidbit.
I can't-
Make them want to come back for more.
I can't guarantee spoiler-free for any of these movies, so just be aware.
Well, you might want to list
we fucking... Damn it, we should have paid attention when I said Lego Batman so we could do timestamps. We'll do it later.
Fuck it.
Actually, no, we're not. This goes up in like 12 hours.
I'm not doing this for yours, but I'll do it for mine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so another honorable mention, remember we haven't even started the list yet, is Split. I think James McAvoy gave one of the...
Spoilers for me, because I still haven't seen...
Oh, I won't.
Don't spoil there's a big twist at the end, like Shamalama Ding Dong.
You won't care about the twist, but I won't spoil it anyway.
Oh, I feel blessed. Thank you.
I think it's James McAvoy's best performance... Again, possibly ever.
What's the competition? You've got
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you excited for the Romeo and Juliet
Sherlock
sequel?
Gnomes.
Sherlock Gnomes. Yeah.
I love that Emily Blunt is. I'm not gonna be in Sicario 2, but I'll be in Sherlock Gnomes.
Dude,
I'll
paid
I'll
a lot
fucking
of money for Sherlock.
actually, that's fair.
So yeah, we got Romeo and Juliet.
We got Romeo and Juliet.
Filth, of course.
Filth.
And then X-Men First Class, obviously.
I'd say X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What else is Mac Attack?
Fucking Mac
I mean,
Attack.
I do like him in the Narnia movie, honestly.
Those Narnia movies are fucking not good.
I've seen the third
James
one.
McAvoy in the Narnia movie.
Yeah, have you seen Prince Caspian?
That one's
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. What else is...
Here, I'm looking it up. Mac Attack.
Doing.
James.
Because for me, my big one is Filth. That's like...
No, he's good in Filth.
Yeah. But oh yeah, Victor Frankenstein.
I like him in Victor Frankenstein, even though that movie's written by
a sexual assault.
Well, I wanted to do a Bright review originally for.
We'll have a whole episode regarding Mr.
But we're gonna have to wait until that ends to find out.
I think we should do a big episode on that guy.
Yeah.
And just talk about the rise and
the Max Landis Chronicles.
Yeah.
He's in Atonement. Have you seen Atonement?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Atonement, but I hear it
has weird sex in it.
He does the whole prestige
Atomic
drama
Blonde.
performance thing.
Oh, he is in Atomic Blonde. He's pretty good in that, but we'll talk about Atomic Blonde later.
Oh yeah.
Oh, spoilers. Trance, I haven't seen.
Oh yeah.
Penelope, it's a girl with a pig nose.
Oh, I saw Penelope. Unfortunately,
Is it bad?
it's not good.
Okay.
No.
Welcome to the Punch. That movie looked... Oh, Wanted. Wanted is probably James McAvoy's best performance.
Actually though.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's fucking... I like Wanted, but it's not. Arthur Christmas.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, Arthur Christmas though. That actually...
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah, that's really good.
Obligatory Die Hard joke. Haha, I'm so original and funny.
Wow.
He's somewhat... I guess he has a cameo in Muppets Most Wanted.
Oh, didn't see it.
Who doesn't?
Okay, yeah, I'd say Split might be his best performance. Also, Anna Taylor-Joy is becoming the new girl from It Follows.
Maika Monroe.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, what happened to her? She was in 2014. She was the new girl.
Yeah, she was like the new Scream Queen, and then she was in Independence Day 2.
Oh right.
And then that was the end of that one.
The end of that.
And now it's this girl instead, because now she's also.
She is dating the guy who plays Steve in Stranger Things, I think.
That makes sense because they're in Young Mutants together.
Yes.
So.
Yes, that's right.
This is a stimulating conversation.
At least we're fucking talking about movies, goddammit, not my shit. Like, come on.
Not your diarrhea.
Not my diarrhea.
Oh, that was my favorite, honestly.
That was my favorite part too.
I feel like Matt's trying to get as far away from the mic as possible over time, just so that we can't fucking hear him again.
And also just, it's, I like The Visit, and I feel like overall, thank you, overall Shyamalan is actually kind of, people shit on him a little more than deserved. Not a lot more than deserved. He's made some bad films, but I feel like...
Oh, really? What bad films did Shyamalan make, Shane?
I don't...
Sixth Sense.
Fuck, I was gonna make... Never mind.
I keep fucking stealing your jokes.
That's usually my thing. But this is definitely... I like The Visit a lot, and this is definitely him coming back in a big way. And this is him understanding what he does well, is just, like, cool thrillers. So, it's a really good thriller. It's one of the best horror films of this year, definitely. And it has a lot of weird rape imagery that no one's really talked about, which is interesting. No, I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time. And the twist is the best M. Night Shyamalan twist of all time. Just because it's such a niche twist, but it's so fucking good.
Of all time.
Okay. My third honorable mention goes to Ingrid Goes West. This was a pretty good year for Aubrey Plaza. She was in a handful of movies. Aubrey.
She was in one of the movies I saw, too.
She was in one of the movies we'll talk about next.
That movie went off the rails, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I wanted to see it, and it just never played
There was a
anywhere.
lot more nudity than I thought there was going to be.
Nice.
Ingrid Goes West.
Anyway, Ingrid Goes West. It's a pretty good... It's, it's kind of... It's very, like, modern day, because it has a lot to do with...
Because it's about Instagram, guys.
Yeah, and I think it doesn't always work in that regard.
Okay.
But just as, like, a fun film with, like... just fun. It's like a fun kind of dark comedy, and that's just not like a black comedy. It's not like super fucked up, but it's just like a fun dark comedy.
I want to see that.
It's just enjoyable, and I feel like it should be getting more praise than it got. Like a lot of praise like right off the bat, and then after that, not so much.
Right.
Then this next one, this is probably the one that probably should have been on my list, but I just went in with really wrong expectations, and I feel like a lot of people did. Is the Beguiled. Which is actually pretty good. It's one of Colin Farrell does a really good job. There are a lot of just outside of fucking terrible actress, the girl from Neon Demon.
Ellie Fanning.
Ellie Fanning.
Yeah.
She was just a bad actress, and I don't know why she keeps getting work.
Something to do with nepotism.
Probably. The director wouldn't know anything about that, so. Haha, except she's actually really good, so. No, it's, Sofia Coppola is probably, I'm not a really big fan of Sofia Coppola, but I really enjoyed the film. It's just a really good, like, Southern Gothic drama.
I like those things.
The only problem was it was advertised as, like, a horror film.
Right.
And it's not that at all. It's in no way a horror film. Right. It's just, a cool kind of tense drama, and it's really good, and it's kind of, like... erotic a little bit, yes. But it's really enjoyable and it's a really fun time, but it just got advertised really poorly, so I went in with a very different expectation than what actually happened.
I really respect Nick Cage for changing his name. I think that's really like a cool thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just think that's like a really interesting fact about him.
Nick Cage is a really good actor.
Right. But he was like, I want to get here on my own.
You kind of didn't. There was still nepotism, but you didn't know about it.
Yeah,
exactly. And it was a little less. He still tried.
Yeah.
I just thought that. I think that's cool. That's a respectable thing to do.
I'm gonna go pull the pizza out.
Pizza!
You two can keep talking about Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Okay. National Treasure is arguably one of the best summer movies of the 2000s.
It's bad because Scene Bean doesn't die though.
Oh right. Scene Bean. Yeah.
I wanna give a little teaser.
He didn't die in Percy Jackson either. That's why those movies are terrible.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why those movies are terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little teaser of what I'm gonna talk about to make people come back.
Okay. Yeah, because they're checked out by now.
Yeah, they're definitely checked out. But next episode, we'll be talking about. Shane came up with this list of top 10 movies, and I tried to help Shane by watching like a bunch of movies yesterday.
Right.
And that was an adventure that I did go on. So next episode, we'll be talking about my list. Not of best and worst movies, but just my adventure through indie hell, basically.
Oh, yes.
But, if you come back, there's going to be a lot of titties and a lot of sex.
Unfortunately, you won't be seeing them. You'll just be listening to Kyle talk
But
about
you'll
them.
be listening to me talk about them, and I'll have some sweet opinions on the titties.
Can't wait. I'm so hyped.
And the use of merkins in movies in 2017.
Good shit.
So look forward to that on the next episode.
Next time.
I don't really
Real Unknown.
I don't really know how we're going to fill the rest of the time, besides me just ranting about these like 6 movies I watched.
Maybe that's all you need.
Maybe, but I don't know how long I'll be able to go off on it. But so yeah, tune in next time for more random like unheard of movies.
Yeah.
that aren't even, most of them aren't even good. Like,
Awesome.
there's a lot of just bad movies.
Ranting about movies you've never heard of.
Yeah, that is the quality content that people will click on.
Yeah. I'm sad though, like New Year's Eve a few times ago, like after the countdown, it was the new year, you guys discovered God Bless America.
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, there's a movie called I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore that seemed not like that close, but slightly similar to that concept, which is why I was interested in watching it, and then Shane had already seen it, and it was already on the list. So I haven't seen it yet, because I couldn't waste time watching movies I actually cared about, because I had to watch fucking Lemon.
Lemon!
Yeah. There's a lot of bad movies that get praise as being unknown darlings, because, I don't know,
because they're indie.
But they're just bad. There's just a lot of... I think I hate movies, and that doesn't help. Yeah. Which is kind of a weird thing for me to hate, considering I'm on this fucking movie
Considering
podcast.
you're on this podcast, yeah.
But...
Ooh, I kind of want you guys to watch Phantom Thread and just shit on it.
I thought you were going to say Phantom Menace. I'm like, don't worry, buddy.
Don't worry. Everyone's shit on the Phantom Menace. No, but Phantom Thread, it's like the final, quote-unquote, final Daniel Day-Lewis movie. And it's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. And, like, it looks like a total artsy prestige drama, and I'm really excited for it because that's my shit. But, like, I have a feeling if you and Shane watched it, you'd both just be like, fuck this.
I'm going to drop more unpopular opinions. I think, I don't know, I think the tides have turned a little bit on this, and people don't care that much anymore. But, you know, the prequels, they're okay. There's some really good stuff in there if you're interested.
That moment in Attack of the Clones when Yoda took out his lightsaber, I liked. Because it was so fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, I'm along for the ride. Just this little green puppet.
That fight was weird.
Jumping up and down the walls with this old guy doing some fencing shit. I like that.
I think those movies have some pretty interesting... I don't know. I don't want to say they're that interesting because people are going to be like, that's not that interesting, it's boring. And that's valid. But if you're into politics and like metaphorical or allegorical politics, I think those movies are pretty interesting. Yeah. Because that's like the best part.
Revenge of the Sith, the Palpatine scenes are like a better House of Cards. Essentially, him politically working his way up to the top. Right. Actually, the whole trilogy is kind of like that. And like, I think the prequels would have been an amazing series if Palpatine was the main character.
And then also, I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of realized that I feel like, well, I don't know. People apparently hate Last Jedi, so.
I liked it. Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It has a lot of problems, but I really, really enjoyed
Mark
it.
Hamill, man.
But what I was going to say is that I feel like people are starting to accept the prequels more because of that movie, maybe.
Interesting.
And so that's kind of cool.
It had so many problems, but conceptually...
It has a lot of problems.
Conceptually, it went... those prequels went, like, in a very new direction, which I thought was really cool. And they could have said something interesting about the balance of the Force and how it was actually right for the Jedi Order to crumble and have balance for the Sith and the Jedi, but George Lucas chose not to really articulate that very well.
It's more implied.
Pizza time!
Pizza! Can you not interrupt my discussion of the fucking Star Wars prequels again, please?
We always go back to the prequels.
It's like kind of an implied thing. And there's a lot of really bad stuff in those movies. Yep. But I feel like they have a lot more merit than people give them credit for.
I agree. To an extent.
And Episode 3 is a masterpiece. That movie's amazing.
Man, Ewan McGregor. Dude knows how to act.
So uncivilized. Seriously, Episode 3 is a fantastic movie. Except for the part where she dies of sadness and the part where Samuel L. Jackson can't act for some reason.
Yeah,
also acting machine broke.
The balcony scene between Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen where they're like, no, I'm so in love with
Really?
you.
I actually like that scene because it's... I actually think that scene has some of their best love scenes. That movie has some of their better love scenes in it because they feel like...
That movie does, but not that scene.
I don't have a problem with that scene. I think it's kind of like a silly banter, and they kind of recognize that it's stupid. But, yeah, that's fair. I like it when he has his shirt off, because he's fucking ripped.
Oh, man. I'd do Hayden Christensen in 2005.
But what does he look like now?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's so strange. I'm sorry. I can't get away from this fucking Samuel L. Jackson scene.
The apprentice of the...
No, but this is the scene I'm talking about, right? Because it's so weird. It's like he was having a stroke and then got over it. Because he does the oppression of the Sith will never return, his, like, shitty William Shatner, right? And as soon as that line ends, he goes, "You have lost." And it's, like, perfect. It's like an actual actor. It's like, what happened? Was he just really fucking distracted?
It's our boy George Lucas not knowing how to direct actors.
Maybe it was just, like, a really bad take. And that's the one they used.
Kept it. There's like, fuck it.
I will never forget that the thing of after George Lucas watches The Phantom Menace, and all he says is...
I think we may have gone a little too far in some places.
I think we may have gone a little too far in a few places.
Really, George? That's yeah?
Also, another unpopular opinion. I know people are going to shit on me for this one for sure. Jar Jar Binks is not that bad. He's never bothered me as much as he apparently bothers everyone else. There's
a stereotype!
He's not a racist.
There's a lot more annoying characters in Phantom Menace than Jar Jar. He's on screen.
Kid Anakin is
he's
that
not.
bad.
No, yeah, Kid
Anakin's way worse because he's on screen way more.
Yeah.
And he's so fucking annoying the whole time.
That's pretty Wizard Annie.
That's so Wizard Annie. Let's go and play ball. Okay, anyway, now that it's 40 minutes and we haven't even started the list yet.
Okay. And my final honorable mention,
What?
and this one I kind of put in just for fun. It's a Netflix film, The Babysitter. It's a McG film.
Oh, nice. I love Charlie's Angels.
I actually really like Charlie's Angels. It's
I haven't
very
seen those
weird.
movies in a long time, but I remember liking them a lot.
And this is a lot like that. If Charlie's Angels was a horror film, it's fucking weird and over the top, and I just really enjoy it. But anyway, okay. Again, now that we're 40 minutes in, we can actually start talking about the list. So number 10.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, if you start with number 1, I would fucking murder you.
Number 10 is American Made. The Doug Liman direct film starring Tom Cruise.
Ooh, they look really good.
Yes.
Cool.
American Made. There's not a lot I can really say about this film outside of just saying it's good. I mean, I just think it's... Tom Cruise is one of those actors who I feel is actually very good, and I think people who are like, he's a shitty actor...
He has dedication to his craft.
He has very dedication, but even more than that, I think he can put in a good performance if he has the means to, and I think... You don't see that a lot anymore because it's mostly just action films. But I think something like this, where it's not really an action film, it's just biopic, he actually does a really good job of just giving in a really good performance. And I think everyone gives in a pretty good performance. The soundtrack's really good. Doug Liman, I think, is a really good director.
Boy, Donald.
He directed the best Bourne film, so, I mean...
Not gonna say anything.
Okay, I was waiting, but...
No, I'm over that. I'm over saying anything about the Bourne films other than they're great.
Okay.
The first 3.
Hey, man.
You don't like the Jeremy Renner one?
I love the Jeremy Renner
I like David Strathairn in the Jeremy Renner one.
I haven't seen it.
It's really good. I really like the Jeremy Renner. Anyway. So yeah, American Made. I think it's kind of unknown just because not a lot of people saw it, and I think, especially for a Tom Cruise vehicle, when people are like, oh, Tom Cruise can't act, I think this is a really good example showing against that. And I think it's also just an enjoyable film, and I think biopics... This came out kind of after the very, like, Wolf on Wall Street, War Dogs kind of, man, war prophet, or being a really shitty person is bad, but also we're going to make it look super fucking cool. And this did that, but a little less douchebaggy.
Right.
So I can kind of appreciate it a lot more. This almost is almost more akin to, like, Breaking Bad, almost, minus the psychopathness of, like, you kind of see... Like, you see this guy be poor, and even when he starts getting money, he still has troubles.
Right.
So you're kind of like... there's never a point where, like, he's super, super crazy over the top or anything. So you're just like, no, this guy's cool. I like seeing him succeed. And you actually kind of... Instead of, like, in something like Wolf on Wall Street or something, you're like, fuck that guy when he finally gets fucked over. You're kind of like feel bad for him when he gets like fucked over by the government and stuff. And more so than that, less than even a biopic about this guy, it's almost just more of just a lampooning of the Reagan era and just how fucking stupid all the 80s were in politics and all that.
The 80s were a shitty time.
It was pretty shitty. So
when you buy Bitcoin for $10 and sell it for
Yeah.
$12.
yeah. Feeling like the richest man in the world. Anyway, so I'm going to eat this sausage.
Also, because I bought the pizza, I assume those 2 slices are for me.
Oh, sure, you can have them.
Grand.
Probably should have bought 2 pizzas, but...
No, they're mine. Fucking dabbed on.
Okay. Number 9
Number 9.
is... Oh, just like you asked, Okja.
Fuck yeah.
Bong Joon-ho is a really good director. He
Fuck
made
yeah.
Snowpiercer.
Fuck yeah.
He made The Host.
Fuck yeah.
We'll probably do a month of Bong Joon-ho at some point.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we'll do all his, like, earlier Korean films and then Snowpiercer and this, Okja. I think this, a little more than Snowpiercer, does a very good job of being very multicultural.
Yeah.
Because though Snowpiercer kind of looks like an American blockbuster, it is actually very kind of, has a lot of, like, foreign elements to it.
Absolutely.
I think this mixes the sort of Bong Joon's Korean filmmaking and sort of his American filmmaking very well.
Yeah.
Also, it's his most lighthearted film
Yeah.
out of every film he
It
made.
gets really dark at
And it
points,
gets
too.
really dark, but it's still his most lighthearted film out of everything he's made. This has the best performance of Jake Gyllenhaal in a while.
Since Nightcrawler, definitely.
Yeah, and he's very playing against type, which is very
Oh
fun.
my god,
and
it was so good.
it just shows the range that Jake Gyllenhaal can perform.
Yeah, he plays a better Ryan Gosling than Ryan Gosling does.
Yeah, he does. I was actually talking about this, I think 2 nights ago, where it was like, Jake Gyllenhaal gives the performances people who defend Ryan Gosling say Ryan Gosling gives performances. Like, when you see, like, I'm sorry, I know he's your boy, but not to call him out, but, like, Chris Stuckman's analysis of Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas, like, you see in this
Also,
scene...
He's not my boy, I just like his opinion sometimes.
Okay. You see it where Chris Stuckman's like, you see in this scene, Ryan Gosling twitches his eye, or, like, looks
Yeah, it's
a
not
quarter to the left. That's showing all his subtle acting. It's like, no, he just can't act for shit. And then, meanwhile, then Jake Gyllenhaal will actually do that, and actually have, like, nuance and subtlety to a performance.
Absolutely agree.
This isn't that in Okja at all, but just talking more in a broader sense. But Okja's really good.
Better than Maggie.
Oh yeah, the superior Gyllenhaal is...
Oh.
Sure, and sexier too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Definitely
I would rather
sexier.
have
Maggie
sex with Jake
Gyllenhaal was good in Frank.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
about
she's
it.
good. She's good in Donnie Darko.
Cunt!
Okay, fine.
Harvey!
Come on. Harvey! So... you
Best
know?
scene in the movie.
Yeah, it is. It really is. She does not look very good. I apologize to Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Have you seen Secretary?
Yeah.
I recommend seeing Secretary.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know
I wanna
if it'll
see a-
change your mind, but you'll get a kick out of the movie just because of what it is. It's,
I want to see a male remake of Secretary with Jake Gyllenhaal.
oh fuck yes.
That would be so hot.
What if Jake Gyllenhaal just used all his money to refilm all the scenes that Maggie Gyllenhaal's ever been in with him instead?
You know, Jake Gyllenhaal auditioned for Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins, and I wish he got it. So then
my
in Dark
God, that
Knight
would
there
be
would be some
amazing.
sweet incest going on.
That would have been legendary.
That would have been amazing. Anyway, so Okja's good. I mean, there's a lot of good performances outside of just Gyllenhaal. Tilda Swinton's in it, and she's awesome.
Yes. Best actress alive. Maybe.
Fucking, what's his name?
I don't know.
Go on.
There's actually a reunition, even though there are no scenes of the cast of Prisoners with Paul Dano. And
Paul Dano. Yep.
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, he's great in that movie.
Who'd go?
Love Paul Dano. Shout out to Swiss Army Man.
This
Bless
list looks
Paul
like
Dano.
it's in French half the time.
Yeah.
Because you can't spell.
You know me. Okay, moving on to number 8 is The Killing of a Sacred Deer,
Oh yeah.
directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, or something like is a Greek name. This is his 4th film. I have seen 3 of his films, and they're all really good. I like Dogtooth a lot, and I like Lobster a lot.
Yes, you do like The Lobster a lot.
But I think this might be his best film out of all of them.
Sure.
I haven't seen his other one, so I don't know. But I think this isn't a dark comedy, but it's a thriller with very funny moments. And that's hard to explain without watching it.
Yeah.
I'd say that both The Lobster and Dogtooth are definitely dark comedies, but
of course.
This is just a straight up kind of a very weird thriller with Colin Farrell and who does a really good job. Colin Farrell and
Nicole Kidman.
That one.
Yep.
And they both do a good job, but I think there are some scenes that are so like over the top and extreme that are just hilarious. And I think they're supposed to be. And I enjoyed this film a lot. And it's not for everyone. I think it can easily be very depressing, but I think I had a really good time.
You liking a depressing movie? What?
Also, the end is in the title, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, moving on. Number 7. This is one we can actually... I like the difference between when I talk about a movie we've seen so we can actually have a conversation about it, and a movie that I've seen where you're just like, yep, yeah, cool. So moving back to the former, number 7 is 3 Billboards over Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah! Not over.
Over. Outside.
Strange. It's a movie that's not over.
Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This is the third feature directorial film by...
my boy!
Your boy.
My boy!
Martin McDonough.
Martin!
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Let me tell you a bit about Martin McDonough.
Yes.
Before his film career of 3 amazingly written and directed movies, he was an Irish playwright. Well, he stopped being Irish when he made the movies, obviously. He's like American now, and that's that. No, so, he's an Irish guy. He's British, but he's Irish, if that makes sense. And
so he's like better.
Kill yourself. He was famous. He's like kind of the most well-known Irish playwright of like the 21st century. He's written 2 big plays. One of them's called The Cripple of Inishmaan, and the other's called The Beauty Queen of Leenane. And both these plays. Okay, the thing about the Irish plays, right? They don't do happy endings. There is no light at the end of the tunnel in Irish writing. So he just wrote these incredibly depressing comedies where these plays are just hilarious, but everyone's just miserable throughout the whole play, and it's just great. And then he kind of takes that experience with like black comedies and he applied it to his film to make In Bruges, which is amazing.
Very good.
7 Psychopaths, which is amazing.
Really good.
And then 3 Billboards, his first only...
It's more of a drama.
Yeah,
it was advertised as a comedy, but I say this is a drama.
It's totally a drama. It's his first really American movie too.
Yeah.
Because 7 Psychopaths was set in America, but it's about an Irish guy in America.
It's about just him.
It's about him, and then this one's like a very American story too.
Yeah.
Because it deals with themes of like justice and race, which the Irish don't really deal with too much.
Because there's no justice in race.
There's no justice, because in Ireland there is no justice. They just get butt fucked by the English, and that's their life. And then they're all white, so you know. So it's different. Billboards is thematically his most unique film, I think.
Zombie.
I was just gonna keep it going quietly while he talked. It would have been funnier.
Well, we also, the 3 of us, have a fun little relation with this guy because we have all seen his movies in order when we've all been together.
Yeah.
And the first time it was
strange.
And the first time it was just on a whim.
Yep.
It was just like, let's watch In Bruges.
And we were like, holy shit, this movie's amazing.
Next time we'll intentional.
No one can hear you, by the way.
No, it's fine, because that's the thing. So today we're chewing on some
Fritos. No, we're not sponsored by them. I'm cutting that.
And some Chips Ahoy. And then we all went out, when 3 Billboards came out, we all went out and saw it. Matt, coming fresh from LA.
Coming fresh from LA. By the way, I don't live with these people. I live half a state away.
No, he lives with us, just in our basement.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
This is... 3 Billboards is a weird movie for me, because for some reason, every fucking person in the universe asks me about it. I've had like 4 different people go, oh, have you seen this? How was it? Should I go see it? And I'm like, why is everyone so goddamn interested, but nobody's seen the fucking movie?
What is your response?
I'm just like, yeah, I guess. If you want to see it, then go see it.
This probably has one of Sam Rockwell's best performances, which is saying a lot.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Okay, that's fair. That's very fair.
Hey man,
That is the greatest
have you seen
movie ever
this underrated movie
crafted.
called Moon?
Tell me more.
This underrated gem.
Can we create,
Moon.
you know that fucking brain meme? Can we do one with knowing Sam Rockwell from?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
No brain. Have you seen Moon? Kind of brain. Have you seen what's like his?
I don't know.
Have you seen Seven Psychopaths? Bigger brain. Have you seen Charlie's Angels? Biggest crazy brain. Have you seen Have you seen Ninja Turtles?
Yes, there we go.
Oh man. This movie has.
This has been describing dead memes with Shane, Kyle, and Matt.
Hey, Peter.
All right, Shane, Peter, and Peter.
Tina.
There we go.
There's one like problematic character
Yes.
in 3 Billboards.
Yes.
The like background girlfriend character is kind of something.
Background girlfriend.
There's just like
The
What's
dad's
his name?
girlfriend.
yeah,
Oh right.
and her character is just I'm a dumb woman,
I'm a dumb. Yeah.
and that's kind of a bad character.
Yeah.
At
no,
first,
that's
it seems like
Because-
everyone just treats her like that, and she's not gonna be like that, and then she just is like that.
Yeah.
It's like that's shitty.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And being someone who knows a dad with a younger partner, with many younger partners, it's like to get that person kind of represented in such a one-dimensional way is very problematic.
Right.
It's just weird in that movie because everyone else has like their own little arc.
They took a shitty racist and made him super three-dimensional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
But yeah, right.
Mhm.
But it's also like I don't know. This is like the first movie that has any female characters in it.
or non-white characters,
Right.
Yeah.
but barely.
And then obviously Frances McDormand. That's a pretty well written character.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, there aren't really any other women in it. And
No.
when they are, they're not.
yeah. There's.
Also, this movie gets a shout out for the worst CGI deer I've ever fucking
Oh yeah, what
seen.
the fuck was with that? Could you not just get a deer to stand
know.
there?
There's this one scene
No,
where
it's
she's just
hard.
looking out, and there's this awful looking
CGI deer, yeah.
just right there.
And it's
we're
not
like,
You know what
Doing
looks better
anything.
than that deer? Scooby-Doo in the Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, you're right.
He doesn't
Yeah.
look that bad.
He doesn't
I don't-
look bad.
He really
He
doesn't
at
look
least
that.
looks better than that deer.
He looks pretty good for an early 2000s
Yeah.
CG comedy movie with like no budget.
With no budget. That's
Okay,
what
so me and my girlfriend watched Scooby-Doo last night, and she hadn't seen it for like a long time.
Better be
Oh,
X
baby.
after the fucking roast he did in that movie. Goddamn.
And she really was shitting on how Scooby looked. Now, and I was kind of convinced her, no, he looks fine, because I do think he looks the best he could
That's what
for
I'm
that
saying.
movie.
I
Like you
really-
can't, like what can you can't? It can't be Rise of the Planet of the Apes, like super accurate dog. Like
Yeah.
it has to be like a dumb cartoon dog.
Like it's obviously fake,
Yeah.
but it also looks fine.
And I think that even looks better than like if they had done like a Roger Rabbit thing or something, where it was like
Yeah.
he was just because that
2D.
would have been weird.
Yeah.
I think it. I will admit, like the weird like rabbit monster things look kind of
They
bad.
look bad.
but
they always look
yeah.
bad.
But Scooby looks fine for that time, and I think he looks the best he could.
Scooby-Doo 2 is
Scooby-Doo 2 is better.
superior.
They're both masterpieces. They're both so good.
Probably his best works, actually.
Yeah, totally.
It's number 6 on your list.
Is Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. I just watch that movie every day, all year.
Right.
Okay, number 6 is a movie that none of you have seen, so I'll be talking about it very briefly.
That's fine. I'll just go. Yeah.
6 is I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore.
Yeah.
Do either of you know who's in it?
I read about it. Elijah Wood's in it.
Yes, okay, because I didn't want to spoil that if neither of you
No,
knew it.
I
but-
know a little bit about it because
This-
I didn't watch it because you watched
Uh-huh.
it. So.
Elijah Wood, this has one of Elijah Wood's best performances in a lot. I honestly, and I don't mean to sound like a giant hipster, but I kind of like Elijah Wood's post Lord of the Rings career a lot.
Because he made all the money he needed to, and he could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, because he just does weird shit, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And he's in one of this film. There's another film that I guess came out last year, technically, since it never really got a full release, but called The Trust, which I would have put as number 1 on here, but it isn't technically this year. But this film, I Don't Feel at Home in the World Anymore, is really good. It's kind of weird and like violent in places, but also not violent. It's almost kind of like a Martin McDonagh film in a lot of ways.
Okay.
It's just about this woman who really hates her life,
right.
And then someone breaks into her house, and she kind of tracks down the people who did. And it's just, it's funny. The characters are really likable, and it's just a really enjoyable film. And I think as Netflix films go, it should be. I think Netflix has a hard time getting their films as popular as their series is.
Oh yeah, and their films can often be a lot better than their shows.
Yeah, I mean,
it's how you sell a TV show and how you sell a movie are two different things, and they're selling their show. They're selling their movies like they sell their shows,
which is
not the way it
doesn't quite work. Also, mainly because a lot of Netflix shows, original movies, are just indie movies they bought.
Yeah. So
they are kind of better than like, the Netflix. Like when Netflix actually tries to make a show, like 13 Reasons Why or something. Mm-hmm. So, okay, moving on. Number 5 is another film that I guess did come out this year. I thought it came out last year, but I did see it this year, just really early. Is Raw. This is a
It's fucking Raw.
French film, I think.
Gordon Ramsay cannot locate the lamb sauce.
It's a French film about a girl who goes to college and finds out she's a cannibal. And it's just kind of like, it's artsy in like a good way, which is rare. But it's just kind of like a fun, sort of almost exploitation-y kind of like cannibal movie. It's not super violent, gory, but it has some scenes that are pretty gory. And it's just fun. The dialogue is really fun. All the characterizations of the leads, it's mostly about these two sisters, is really nice. And no, it's just, I had a good time in it. I know foreign films don't get a lot of praise ever, because people hate reading. But I think as foreign films come and go, this is probably one of the best.
Is it in English or is it in French?
It's in French with English subtitles.
Okay.
It might just not be French.
Just because a lot of French movies are in.
Yeah, no. There are some English songs. There's one song in particular that I won't spoil for you, Kyle, because I will make you watch this movie eventually, and I know you will appreciate it as much as me, if not more so. And then number 4, a movie the two of us can talk about. Number 4 is... Yeah, I was waiting.
What a reference.
I know. Is Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. A lot of people... This is now... So I've talked a lot about films that I feel like are underrated or underappreciated. Now we're getting into the films that got shat on a lot that I don't understand why they got shat. I guess I can understand why they got shat on, but I feel is very undeserved, and I feel like these films should be much more popular than they are. And this one is a big one, because I really liked Valerian. And I wasn't going in with much, but I really enjoyed Valerian. I think it's really fun. I'm surprised that in this, where Star Wars and Guardians are so popular, people aren't, like, just jumping on this. I think, if anything, maybe it's because those films are popular, and they're like, this is just like, this isn't as good as that. But if it wasn't for the fact that Last Jedi was really, really good, I would say this is, like, better than this is definitely better than Rogue One. Definitely.
Anything's better than Rogue One. Fuck.
But I had a really good time. It's Lou Besson, and the visuals are really fucking cool.
That's my boy.
That is your boy. And the visuals are really fucking great. I really fucking loved it. It's just fun. It's just like action set piece after action set piece. And I found the characters, though Dan DeHaan is kind of miscast, I think it's super fun seeing him like...
He's one of the most underutilized guys in Hollywood.
He really, really is. But I think it's super fun trying to see him play like a suave...
Totally not his type.
A suave Han Solo type. But... Because he can play...
What if he had been cast in fucking Star Wars?
As who?
Just as like any smuggler type dude.
He's the new Han Solo.
Can you imagine?
Oh man, because
Oh my god, what if it was all a fucking twist and he was Han Solo in the Han Solo movie and they just didn't tell anyone?
Ron Howard actually reshoots every single frame of that film with a completely different cast.
They just fucking put his face over.
Jeez, yeah. Because Dan DeHaan can do suave, but not in the way he does it in this movie. Like, if you watch, like, Kill Your Darlings, where he seduces and fucks Dan DeHaan, like, he doesn't fuck himself. He fucks Daniel Radcliffe.
I watched that.
Or Daniel Radcliffe wants to fuck him, and he's just, like, hot and, like, ooh, I want to fuck. And he's really suave in that. But, what?
I said, damn right he's hot.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of fun in this film. I think this film's really enjoyable. There are a lot of scenes that, like, go against expectations.
It's no Jupiter Ascending.
I haven't seen Jupiter Ascending, but I feel like this film gets a really bad rap, and besides the fact that it's just, like, not a super, super great or high concept sci-fi film, I don't really understand why.
I think what I would say about it is I like it.
Uh-huh.
I was disappointed by the structure of the movie.
Uh-huh.
Because it had this big overarching story thing. And I think it would have been way better if it was just a bunch of short things that happen in this universe. Because it's much more interesting the places they go and the things they see than what they're doing there.
That's fair.
So I think maybe if they hadn't tried to string it all together into one story, and instead it had been a series of, like, short films about that world, I think that I might have liked it better because it was more fucking artsy.
That's fair, but I also think what it does is almost that anyway, because they're almost so unrelated.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It feels weird that there's this
a bigger
through
plot
line that's just not important.
But I had a really good time.
Like, imagine if that first scene in Valerian happened. All those people died, and then it went to the heist, and it never returned to them.
Yeah.
And, like, you hear something about them in the universe. Or you see someone who was part of that, but it's not the plot.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I think the way a lot of the action set pieces are is so cool and weird. I wish there were more. I want to see a sequel to this so badly, even though it's never going to happen.
It made like $2.
It bankrupt Europe, because Europe funded this. Yeah. So, number 3 is another film that I feel I don't really understand why people are shitting on it so much, because it's a really good movie, is Atomic Blonde.
Not as good as Kingsman 2.
You're so wrong in so many ways.
Kingsman 2 is not good, but I liked it.
That's fine. I hated it so much. But Atomic Blonde, a good movie, is essentially just female James Bond. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's boring. I don't really find I don't really find a lot of the scenes boring. I think it there's a lot of oversaturation in it, and even though that pisses me off a lot of the time, I don't mind it as much in this. It's just female James Bond, and I would much more rather see sequels to this of more female James Bond kind of stories than, like, the next Daniel Craig movie. So
4 female Ghostbusters? The feminists are taking over.
And yeah, it's directed by one of the guys who did John Wick, so the action, that's the thing too. The action is probably the best action of this year. There's like a one-take action scene that is so fucking good.
Wow.
And there's other action scenes in it too that are just fucking great. And I think people give this a bad rap. I don't know. But it's really, really fucking good, and I really enjoyed it. And now, number 2, going back on the Dan DeHaan train, is A Cure for Wellness. This film, a lot of people didn't like, I guess because it is kind of long, I will admit, and it does kind of meander around the place a lot of the time. But that being said, I think it is one of the better horror films of this year because it tries to do something different. And I think this is also there has a little more budget to this film, which I think really pays off because it's beautifully shot. There's so many like weird, creepy scenes that are like really well shot. And I wish that more people gave this film a second chance because Dan DeHaan, this is actually a film he's well cast in and he does a good job, but more so than that, just the direction and like sort of the pacing and everything. The pacing's a little weird, but I really enjoyed this. And I think the main problem was this came out at the same time like Get Out came out, and Get Out is a better film.
But everyone also saw Get Out.
Yeah. So, and I feel like also this film had a much higher budget, and I feel like mid-budget like horror films, if we want to see stuff like a BioShock movie or something, mid-budget horror films actually have to be prone to make money. And not even just like a BioShock movie, just like any like weirder, bigger horror film.
Well,
but
when they were talking about a BioShock movie a long time ago, the big problem was that the studio didn't want it to be rated R.
yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
we're slowly getting back
Into R-rated.
into R-rated like action films and stuff. But if we want to actually get like hard R horror films, which has also been like lacking recently, that actually like
to make money.
aren't just super indie. They need to start making money. The studio projects like Atomic Blonde, even with like action, like studio projects start to need to make money, not just films buying up like distribution rights for like some indie super cheap horror film or action film or something.
I don't know if other people care as much as we do about the lack of R-rated movies.
There's a group of people who do.
Okay, because it kind of makes movies all feel the same.
Yeah.
When everything's PG-13, you know what's gonna happen, right? And there's a freedom that an R-rated movie allows. And an expectation of the audience's ability to understand and be part of a movie that an R-rated film allows. And I think, but it's not as pop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's going to be harder to make money, so people aren't going to do it.
It's just weird because up until about 10 years ago, like R-rated most like horror films definitely, but like even a lot of blockbusters were like R.
I mean, The Matrix was R-rated.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even need to be.
Yeah.
Really. I don't even know if they swear enough for it to be R-rated.
I think it's PG-13. Oh, no, it is R. It is R. But
R.
it doesn't really, there's nothing really that, I think by today's standards it would have been PG-13.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they didn't even worry about that rating because that movie made $1 billion still.
Yeah.
Right? I think maybe it's kind of... another part of it is probably just that Disney makes every movie now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very hard to make a non-PG-13 movie because Disney makes it, and they're like, this is as high as we'll go.
Yeah, I don't know. Even though they said they want, I'm a little worried about, like, now that Disney owns Fox, like, will we be still getting...
Oh, dude, PG-13 Deadpool 2, please?
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I want. No, because that's the one thing, I mean, it's kind of cool to see, like, the X-Men integrated into the... even though I feel like the X-Men not being part of the Marvel Universe is kind of why, sort of out of necessity, Fox was getting kind of creative. And I'm afraid that now that they can be, they'll kind of go back to being a little more formulaic. We'll see if that ends up being true.
Is the new Avengers movie going to be a two-parter?
No.
Okay.
It's just Infinity War. That trend is dead. That's just going to be Infinity War and then probably, like, Skrull Invasion and, like, Secret Wars and stuff. So
I was like, are they going to try and stretch out this fucking 10-minute story across 4 hours?
No, it's just going to be, it's Infinity War and then something else for the next movie. They've talked about how it's no longer.
It's really weird. The Avengers movies are really weird to me. Because everyone knows what's going to happen going into them. Like, I guess the first one you didn't.
Yeah.
Because there's no subtitle or anything. You don't really know what it's going to be. I mean, I guess you can guess based on the other movies. But, like, Age of Ultron, you're like, oh, okay, here's what's happening. And Infinity War, it's like, alright, here's what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's how the trailers are, too. It's just like, oh, okay.
Here's what's going to happen.
I'm just watching him gather all the Infinity Stones and put them in the gauntlet. And there's going to be one that they don't know yet, and they're going to all race to get it and have a big fight over it. And then he'll probably get it, and then, like, the power of love or some shit will win.
That's the power of love!
Because apparently that's what happens in fucking Marvel movies. It's the power of love wins.
Usually. Or the power of Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Infinity War, though. I'm excited for Black Panther.
Yeah, dude, when I was
That's
watching...
racist.
I forgot what movie I was watching, but Black Panther trailer came up,
Uh-huh.
and all the black people in the theater just fucking lost their minds. And I'm like, I think we're underestimating how excited black people
I
are
think
for
Black Panther's gonna make a lot of money.
I
And
think, like, me and all African Americans in the United States are just gonna go to the
Okay,
theater for
it
that.
is literally the one movie that's been made in like the last 10 years with a black lead, though. Like
superhero movie, definitely.
Like especially like studio.
And it's
movie.
got Marvel
it's
hype
so
behind it.
fucking-
Yeah,
so
yeah,
stupid,
exactly.
Like, oh, man.
well, not even just a black lead, but like a mostly black cast.
Mostly black cast,
Right.
black
Which
director.
is black director. Like it's a lot more than just like
it's very
Blade.
rare.
Yeah,
Think about how much money Straight Outta Compton made.
exactly.
And then add on the fact that it's a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be
fucking
nuts.
everyone's gonna see it.
Yeah.
All right, we should move on because we are fucking like
We got one more on the list, right?
Yes. It's weird. We only started talking about this about 20 minutes ago, so I thought we were going to be a lot longer than this, but
Yeah, we sped through it.
yeah.
We don't actually care about movies. We just care about fucking rambling.
We do. And last, and certainly not least, my personal most unknown film of 2017 is, drumroll please, there we go, The Shape of Water.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, wow.
if you know me, that's a pretty predictable one, but I feel like Del Toro is probably the most underrated director working today, because the fact that he makes films and can still have the budget to make the films he makes. I mean, you want to talk about like our mid-budget films, like this film has a lot of like pretty graphic sex scenes in it. And it's pretty fucking cool. Like, this film goes for it a lot more than even a lot of Del Toro. I think Del Toro has actually been getting better as a director as time goes on. But I think this film especially is such a clearly what he wants to make. Because it's not even... Every Del Toro film is essentially, oh, look at that spooky ghost or spooky monster. But actually, like, man is the real monster. And like, the twist is that, like, the ghost is, like, not that bad. But this film doesn't even bother being a twist. This is just like, yeah, no, this fish monster is fine. It's just fucking crazy fucking... Michael Shannon is the real fucking asshole here.
I love him so much.
He's so good. Michael Shannon is fucking great in this movie.
He's great in all movies.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited for Del Toro's next film, Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus. I think it's gonna be really good, dude. Mads Mikkelsen's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oh, yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah. He's got a neck
Coming
fetus.
out whenever Kojima stops talking about fucking sticks and ropes and actually makes a fucking game, you asshole.
That fucking... I love that poster. We don't know what's going on either. There will definitely be an episode on Shape of Water. Don't you worry.
I thought you were gonna say there's gonna be an episode on fucking Death Stranding. I'm like, that's not even a movie. I mean, it might be.
It looks like it is.
Do we even know?
I don't know what Kojima's doing, and he won't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Just remember, guys, other games are the stick, and his game is the rope.
What the fuck does that even mean?
That's what he said.
Wow.
Other games are like the... He was talking about how games have human interactivity, and he's like, other games are like the stick, and my game is like a rope. And that was his fucking metaphor.
So deep, Kojima.
I don't... Like, it's like, what... Are you going to tie people together, and they just have to play the game tied together? Is that it? Like, in real life, in the game? What's going on, Kojima? What are you doing?
Kojima what?
He's a fucking strange
Kojima,
guy.
please.
He has... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
He posts videos on Twitter of him jiggling eggs around and says, ha, it looks like boobs.
What a guy.
Like,
Okay.
What a guy.
Interesting.
Kojima, come on.
All right, then. Yeah, no, I like Shape of Water, but you already know that, so...
You already knew
We
that.
did it. We made it to the end of the list.
Is this where I gush about Train Spotting 2 now?
No, that's next episode.
Okay. Alright, I'll hold off.
So this episode... So I'm going to... So can you upload this by tomorrow?
You could probably upload
I
it.
could try to upload it by
I
tomorrow.
don't know why you'd send it to me to upload somewhere that I don't have access to.
No, I guess that's fair. I could give you the access to... Here, I'll tell
Or
you right now.
Or you could just upload it.
No, I'll probably do it myself.
I'm gonna be fucking out. Like, I'm not going to my computer until, like, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So.
Then I'll just do it. Okay, so... come back next week for Kyle's top 10 underrated films of 2017.
6, and they're not my favorites. We already talked about this.
All right, guys. There's no musical outro probably because I won't. Do I hit this button?
No, you hit the stop button.
Okay, sure. Matt, sing us out.
Give me a song.
It's a dead man's party. Who can ask for more? Leave your
Body at the door. Leave your bodies and soul at the door. I've been through the danger zone. It's been real. Fuck. We're still recording.
This is all staying in because I want you to live with the shame of what you've done here. You said, do I press this button? Talking about the record button. And I said, no, you press the stop button. So he fucking pressed the record button. This is all staying in.
Okay.
You must be publicly shamed for for what you've done here. Anyway, now I'll end it.